Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pineleaf. I am here in Lynn here in Central Gondor during the dawnless day, and it's time to find out what the various people here wish to tell me. Hello there.
We are beset by foes on all sides. They press us most cruelly.
Hmm, I am doing as well as I can under the shadow of this oppressive night, but that is not the only worry occupying my mind. We are beset by foes on all sides, and they press us most cruelly. Corsairs harry our coast, and the Haradrim they bring on their ships disembark and burn our fields. If you seek to learn the progress of the Corsair fleet, there's a lighthouse in the southwest that would provide a good vantage point. That way, we'll be thick with Corsairs and Haradrim, and perhaps your efforts against them will ease the burden somewhat. Alright, let's have a look at this lighthouse and see what's going on in there. So what else have we got? Well, we have a burning fire over there. I'm supposed to be speaking with Garvier, wherever he is. Anyone here called Garvier? Ah, I believe that's Garvier up there. As people are seeming to start doing some repairs here, so something must have happened. Hello there.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
You're not a soldier under my command, but I welcome you any warriors. You have come at a time when I need good men the most. Will you join my rank and defend Lynn here? I'm sorry, sir. I need good men the most. I'm just saying that to a person who is not familiar with hobbits. He sees me coming up and says, What's this child doing here?" Or something like that is more of a reaction I would expect. Rallying a defense.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
Allow me a moment to turn my mind from my brothers, Pineleaf. The recent battle in Linhir was brought to an abrupt end by the arrival of Aragorn and the Grey Host. Corsairs, Haradrim, and my fellow Gondorians alike threw down their arms and fled at the sight of them. I saw only Angbor standing amidst the tumult, but now he too is gone from these lands. It was a battle hard fought, and one that is bound to be finished. Our barricades are in ruin, and many of our men are scattered still. If you would aid us in restoring our defenses, I would be grateful. Let us hope the Grey Host has left us for good. I doubt any of us could bear such a terror a second time. That is a tricky thing. What else?
There's naught but ill omens these days.
The Corsairs that fled from the battle continue to trouble me, Pineleaf. We cannot be certain where they have gone, and every moment they elude us gives us more time to ready a new assault. When we scattered from Linhir, I saw a great number of them run to the north. Yet I don't know if that is where even a large part of their forces. I would ask that you seek the Corsairs to the north. If they can truly be rallied there, we then would be able to act swiftly and keep them from renewing their attack. Alright. And?
There's naught but ill omens these days.
My brothers Erhard and Herion are fine warriors, though a bit rash in their decisions. We defended Linhir valiantly, but the constant watch left us tired. Like brothers often do, we fell into quarreling. I was convinced that Aragorn's words that defending Linhir would be the best use of our skills. Urquhart disagreed and convinced Harion that staying in Linhir was a fool's errand. He wanted to take the enemy by surprise. In an instant of protest, both Urquhart and Harion took their forces into the field. I'm afraid they may not have met with slaughter. Pineleaf, would you ride out to the west and look for any signs of them? They may still be alive. Search for Erhard first. You will need to convince him to return before Harion will follow. Alright, that's to the western part. But I think I better go north first, since that may be the most immediate need. Because we want to deal with any potential Corsair threat before we do too much else. Well, I suppose I need to repair these barricades first, because barricades are going to need to be in good shape if we're going to defend this place. Oh, here we are. Barricades. How many of them are there going to be? Maybe 2 for each potential entrance? Yep. Actually, if north is the likely direction they're going to be coming from, perhaps I should head north. And since I've already repaired the north barricade, perhaps that will help things somewhat. I think I found the Corsairs. They're a bit shaken, probably from the incident with Aragorn going by. I wonder if they're going to do much talking. Soon they're going to be shaken because a hobbit came in and... Cowards and thieves. Yes. Recover goods stolen from Lynn here. I suppose we can do that. Does that mean that we just have to... deal with a couple of these? Oh, I'm supposed to loot the bodies! Ah! Alright. That's one there. Alright. Does that mean that the first one also should have it? Yep. Okay, good. Now, what do we have in here? Well, we have a couple... We have this course. You found Garvir's scalp bound to a pole. I should set him free. First, I need to take care of the sniper here, because he could be a bit of a problem. Especially, sniper implies that he can shoot really far with his bow. Now, I don't see a bow there anywhere, but I'm sure that he's a good shot with something. Hi there. Oh, let me remove the bonds first. There you go. Hey, you! Stay away from that one! Well. Oh, maybe I better take you away from him so you don't... Ouch! Okay, you also get out of the caltrops there. Alright, hi there.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
I thank you for your aid, my friend, but I don't think I'm quite ready to leave just yet. I was sent here to discover their plans, but all I have heard thus far are drunken ramblings and tales of the dead at Linhere. If you seek to aid Linhere, I beg you to aid me at once. Why not?
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
The Corsairs are planning a new attack against Linhere. I suspect they're still sore from their shameful retreat from the dead. That being so, I would ask that you seek their orders at this encampment. When we have learned all we're able to, I shall return to Linhere with our findings. You see, I don't wish to cause too much of a commotion here before the time is right. I'm thankful that the Corsairs have their orders written down, for I doubt their slurred speech can ever be trusted. I shall keep my bonds loose and wait here. Swiftly now! Little time remains. Okay, little time remains, so I need to find some orders. Well, I was asked to find out whether or not they're preparing another attack from here, and whether or not this was the main set. So I guess that is going to work out perfectly fine, right? Right. Oh, yeah, that's right. This takes care of the Corsair part of the epic also. Ah, I didn't think about that. But I suppose that is the case. Now, where would I find the orders? Oh, they're inside the encampment. Okay. I guess that's good to know. that gives me all the Corsairs I need to kill. Oh, here's one set of orders right here. Double teaming them too! Well, I suppose. There you go. Looks like you had 2 sets. Now what do you have here? Scribblings! Alright, good. Now is there any place else? The orders detail a plan for setting the siege on Lebanon along the southern coast. Well. Oh. I guess his friend came out to avenge him! Well, I suppose we'll just have to do. Now, where are the other set of orders? I think they're supposed to be this way, right? I was close. It looks like they're right here. Right next to these. I assumed that they were going to be on a rock. Well, it doesn't look like quite on a rock. More like on the ground here. Now, the trouble with this area is that you have the corpses lingering. So it makes it hard to find things sometimes. There you go. They appear to be orders of an initial attack on Lynn here, made trivial by the arrival of the dead. Alright. Yeah. There is that little detail.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
Bah! None of this is useful to us, Pineleaf. The battle these orders speak of to Lynn here have come and gone, and the shores of Lebanon are already aflame. We need more current orders, something in response to the defeat at Lynn here. I would wager that one of their captains holds the orders, but I don't know why he would have shared them already. Not have shared them already. Seek out a captain here, my friend, and see if you cannot relieve him of the orders. Right, I suppose I could do that. Oh, Cappy! Oh, Cappy! Willing to share orders? What's this guy? Hi there. You definitely slipped the orders from a drunk captain's hand. Faithful, it has been made known to me that rumors have spread regarding the campaign in Gondor, and the certainty that our victory has fallen into question. It is true that we have faced with many a setback of late, but we must not dwell upon these past failures. My brother Azathor sought to treat with the dead on our behalf, but his weakness in the face of the would-be warriors of Dol Amroth instead left us with a bitter enemy. The dead scattered our men at Lynn here, but I have seen them rush from these lands to the east. They shall meddle in our affairs no longer. At long last, the time has come to claim the throne. Those of you on land are to renew the attack on Lynn here, while the rest of us sail up for Peligir. I ask this of all of you. Look upon the fleet along the coast, and see what awaits the men of Peligir. Of this I'm certain, there shall be no defeat for us here. Once again the line of Castamere will rule, and the foolish men that rally on the side of Denethor shall be yours to slay. A just reward for your roles in restoring the true King of Gondor. Oh boy. That's quite a bit of talk, isn't it? Now, I have absolutely no idea what claim he has on the kingship of Gondor, but that's an entirely different matter. I found the orders.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
These are ill tidings, Pineleaf. If this was all that remained of their forces, I would be less concerned. But it's clear that they have scattered since the defeat at Lynn here. Some have gone further north along the river's edge, and others still have fled to the hills to the west to rally their numbers once more. We must work to keep them weakened, my friend. We must work to keep them weakened.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
It would be far easier for our task to stop these Corsairs if they had not fled throughout our lands. Those to the north concern me greatly, but not nearly as much as those who fled into the hills. The mountainside is rife with small passages, and it's likely they hide their numbers within. If we don't rout them now, I can think a few better places to hold for a prolonged conflict. Search the mountainsides to the north and to the west of here, Pineleaf. Since we have learned much of these Corsairs, I shall return to Linhere and speak with Garvir. When you have learned of their hideout, I trust I shall see you in Linhere once more. Okie dokie. Now then, let's go to the mountainside. I think this will be the proper path to find their hideout. We can only... Corsairs flee nearby, paying a little attention as you pass. What new terror is this? Flee, my brother! Well, it appears that they did not find a very good hiding spot. Probably filled with the dead. That's the only thing I can think of, which, unfortunately, gives me a whole new concern. This looks like a good place for a hiding spot in the mountains. I'll see if there's actually anything here. Oops. Well, maybe not as good as I thought. You have found a cave tucked into the hillside and should explore it further, assuming you can climb the hill. Whoopsie daisy. Now, where were we? Ah! A cave. This looks like a nasty place, and a likely place for the dead to be. And it looks like slain Corsairs are all over the place. This fallen Corsair curiously bears no wounds. Stranger still, a mixture of surprise and fear are readily apparent in his face, hinting that he and his men were taken unawares by an unknown foe. Well, I think I know exactly who the foe is. As you examine the Corsair more closely, a familiar chill fills the air. Although you can't see them, you sense that the dead are nearby. If they have truly escaped the Ringlow Vale, the people of Dor in Irnil will have far more to worry about than the Corsairs and the Haradrim. You should investigate the cave further before returning to Garvir and Linhere. Yes. Until the time comes. Yeah, dead all over the place. Well. The ruthless dead have escaped into Dor and Ernir. Yes, they have. Okay, ruthless Oathbreaker. The one called Pineleaf comes to challenge us again, brothers. Yep. Yes, I do. Azathor and the Corsairs thought they could control us, and look what ruin it has brought them. Their cause is a hopeless one. Only Sauron can wield the power of the dead. Nothing you can do can save the living from us. We shall sweep over these lands to Mordor. The time of the living is at an end. Boy, you are a bit of a problem, aren't you? Well then, I'll have to deal with you. You can never stop us. You can never stop us. Yeah, that's a problem. Let's get back to camp. It appears that the dead have dealt with the Corsairs.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
The dead are still in Dorinir? Why have these spirits delayed? Aragorn and his men rode east with them to Peligir. Unfortunately, these are the ruthless dead and not friends of Aragorn's. I see. Perhaps our doom is unavoidable then. How can we stand against fear incarnate?
There's naught but ill omens these days.
This bodes ill. The dead only serve to add to our troubles, and I now fear that any hope of an advantage is gone. I have thought much about what can be done to stop them, but nothing has proved worthwhile. Speak to my men, Glanion and Dernier. They are the only two remaining captains. Perhaps they may see something where I have not. What will these captains have to say? And will it help us to survive against the dead? We have to find that out in the next episode of The Complete Pineleaf.